What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy X-Man 1991 coming to you back again with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend as much as I did. March has arrived and 92.7 is always a vibe. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. So I got another rant to do after this. I'm doing a recap of two teams. As you know, baseball season is back. The Astros is one of them. And we're going to do a recap of the Rockets versus the Pelicans. So without further ado, let's get right into it, y'all. Starting with the... First, we're going to do a 4-game homestand between the LA Angels and the Houston Astros. And then we're going to see how the Cubs and the Braves did in their 3-game homestand. So before I get started, shout out to Mike Henry, Jaime, and Katie Filer, and the hosts of the Just a Little Shady podcast, Haley, Jade, and Brittany Edney. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. So starting on Thursday. Neither teams didn't score shit, Angels or the Astros, in innings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the Angels score 1 run in innings 7th, 8th, and 9th. Final score, Los Angeles Angels 3, Houston Astros nothing. The Angels were 1-0 as the Astros dropped to 0-1. Friday. Both teams scored a run in the first inning. Angels scored 3 runs in the top of the second. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 3rd and 4th inning. Both teams scored 1 run in the 5th inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. And the Angels scored 1 run in the top of the 9th. Final score, Los Angeles Angels 6, Houston Astros 2. The Angels were 2-0 as the Astros dropped to 0-2. Now Saturday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first 2 innings. Angels scored 1 run in the top of the 3rd. Then he scored 2 runs in the top of the 4th. Both teams scored 3 runs in the 5th inning. Astros scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 7th and 8th inning. And the Angels scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th. Final score, Houston Astros 11, Los Angeles Angels 2. The Astros were 1-2 as the Angels dropped to 2-1. And now yesterday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. Astros scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Angels scored 4 runs in the top of the 3rd. Angels scored 2 runs in the top of the 4th. Astros scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 6th and 7th inning. Astros scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, or the bottom of the 8th. And the Angels scored 1 run in the top of the 9th. Final score, Houston Astros 9, Los Angeles Angels 7. Both teams were 2-2. And now the Astros just beat the Red Sox tonight 8-1. The Astros are now 3-2 as the Red Sox dropped to 1-3. The next 2 games taking on the Red Sox is tomorrow and Wednesday. Then they have a 3-game road trip in Oakland against the Athletics. during my sister's Easter birthday weekend. And is also soon to be birthday girl Sonia the Scene Girl's birthday as well. Her birthday is Good Friday, April 3rd. And now the Braves are now what, 3-1? The Braves open up a can of whoop ass, leaving the Kansas City Royals scoreless on Friday 6-0. They beat the Big Ant on Saturday 6-2. But they failed to sweep the Royals when they lost to them 4-1 yesterday. And now the Braves have beat the Braves today left the Athletics scoreless 4-0. The Braves are now 3-1. The next two games is tomorrow and Wednesday, taking on the Braves. Then they have a 4-game road trip from April 2nd to Easter Sunday, April 5th, against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cubs, they lost to the Nationals on Friday 10-2. They beat them on Saturday 10-2. They lost to the Nationals on Thursday 10-4, beat them on Saturday 10-2, and lost to them yesterday 6-3. And now the Cubs just beat the Angels 7-2. The Cubs are now 2-2. Their next two games against the Angels is tomorrow and Wednesday. Then they have a 3-game road trip against the Cleveland Guardians. So that's for the Astros, the Cubs, and the Braves. Now let's do a recap of last night's game between the Houston Rockets and the New Orleans Pelicans. Both teams scored 29 points in the first quarter. The Rockets outscored the Pelicans by 9 in the second quarter, 39-18. At halftime, Rockets 68, Pelicans 47. Both teams scored 33 points in the third quarter. After the third quarter, Rockets 101, Pelicans 80. Rockets outscored the Pelicans by 11 in the fourth quarter, 33-22. Final score: Houston Rockets 134, New Orleans Pelicans 102. The Rockets won their 45th game of the season, 45-29, as the Pelicans dropped to 25-51. The Rockets have back-to-back games tomorrow and April Fool's Day. At the crib, taking on the Knicks and the Bucks. Hopefully Giannis plays on April Fool's Day. He's probably going to pull an April Fool's joke on us, thinking that we're thinking that he's going to play on April Fool's Day, but then he doesn't show up. Watch. He's going to pull an April Fool's joke on us. We're thinking that he's going to play, but then he doesn't show up. I don't know what the hell has gotten into Giannis, but he needs to get his shit together. I don't know what the hell's gotten into him. Alperen Sengun was the player of the game with 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. He needed 3 more assists to go with a triple-double. Zion had 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. As for my other teams, I will do a recap of them another time. But congrats to the Astros. I predicted them to win 2-2 against the Angels, and my prediction came true. I predict the Braves to win 2-1 against the Royals, and my prediction came true. As for the Cubs, it was a tough loss for them, losing to the Nationals twice. At least they beat them on Saturday, 10-2. Anyway, that wraps up my recap of the Angels versus the Astros and the Rockets versus the Pelicans. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for my next Astros and Rockets rants. So I'm going to let this video upload, and then I'll be back with my second rant celebrating 25 years of Invader Zim and the Fairly Odd Parents premiering on Nickelodeon. Until then, go Houston Astros and go Houston Rockets.